Hello, welcome to the Below the Trees podcast. We've got a great episode for you. John and I get into another hot topic. We touch on some very hot issues surrounding the Jeffrey Epstein case. We talk about what we boiled down, what is truth? I think is a seminal question that is at the heart of our discussion. And the answer is it's unknowable. We don't really know the truth because the truth can consequently be changed by whoever actor is in control of the information.
The victor.
The victor. History is written by the victors. A famous quote on the back of A People's History of the United States by Howard Zinn. We also talk a little bit about the car. A little car update. It's live on the auction. Probably will be over by the time this video posts is published. But we had a great episode. So we want you to sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, eat some dinner, bring the kids over. This is a family show. Well, don't bring the kids, especially on this episode. And we will see you on the other side. This is the Below the Trees podcast. Rolling? Seating? Cameras rolling? You know what you do? We start with our hats forward and then at the same time backwards. Ready? All right, hats forward. And action. Oh, fuck. That's one way to do it.
Painfully slow.
Painfully slow. I do feel lacerations to my forehead. Hold on. There you go. What's up, guys? You guys want to go down to the beach and talk on the payphone?
Hang out by the buoy.
Hang out by the buoy? Hey, did you catch that new Nirvana record? Never mind. I'm wearing a flannel again. I think I wore a flannel the last couple of episodes. We are live. I guess this is going in the edit. Somewhere. I was told I need to speak a little bit louder in the microphone.
Not that loud.
So I'm going to speak with no cadence. Well, a cadence, but it's an unpleasant one.
Jesus.
With an unpleasant volume.
Christ,
No, I'm just kidding. Well, welcome to Below Trees Podcast. Thanks for joining us today. We are wearing our fancy Collective 138 hats. Visit our, was it the Instagram, right? The Collective 138 Instagram.
The website.
Co138 or collective138.com.
Yeah.
You can visit collective138.com for more information and details. Collective 138. Your driving solutions delivered. See, hey, that was off the top of my head, damn it. That was pretty good. Actually reminds me, I took an acting class once, and in that class, we had to read like advertisements,
Right.
and we were trying to be, because it was like towards the end of the class, we had to be as silly as possible.
Okay.
And do you remember Petro Papadakis?
From where?
He's AM 570. He's Petro Money sports show. You ever listen to Petro Money? Okay. Well, Petro is this Greek guy. I mean, he's American, but
I think I've heard of it. But
I mean, like a name like Papadakis, right?
Really?
Yeah. I was shocked.
Not Persian, huh?
No, not Persian. And Petro, he goes, hey! He's always yelling. Petro Papadakis, Petro Money. Welcome to the Petro Money Show. He's
probably part of the virality.
It's definitely part of the bit, but I mean, they've been in it before. You know, viral was probably a term. You know what I mean? That we used in the everyday lexicon of speaking. I think they've been around a long time. We'll go on that tangent a little bit later, but yeah. So, Petro Money. I remember I did in that acting class. I had to read an ad about, I don't know, like some cleaning solution. I was like, hey. We got cleaning solution here. It's going to make your dishes clean, God damn it. You know, just something like that. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with
working. That.
Yeah, that's how advertising is. Just yell at people.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to try it here. Watch our show. Did that work? Well, John, how are you, buddy?
Dazed and confused.
Talk to me, dude, because we've been here for a couple hours now, and and today is a big day.
Yeah. Well,
let me start. I would say today is a big day, but it took a turn.
meh.
Maybe not. I wouldn't say negative, but it took a turn
Yeah.
that was unexpected.
Sure.
It's like the Hobbit movie, The Unexpected Journey.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Whoa. Arrows fired, man. It's appropriate. Anyways, so tell us, the auction went live today for the BMW 1963 Luxus.
Right.
Or 1963 BMW Luxus.
700.
700. 7 hundo. We call it 7 hundo around here. That's the way we use words. What the hell happened? What's going on? Because we've been talking about the car every pod this last couple pods.
Yeah.
Because it's a big deal. This is sort of the cornerstone of a cornerstone of Collective 138.
It's what helps fund the barn.
Exactly.
So I mean, we thought we're paying for premium listing, and that's a subcategory. But instead, I learned that we're only paying for the white glove service. And the white glove service is just fondling our ball.
Yeah.
Kidding. It is where they're putting more exposure. We're featured. We had a shorter time to get listed. And we had a professional photographer come out, or us come out to him and take pictures of the car pretty much all day.
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours of the day. And I thought we were also going to be listed in this subcategory.
The premium subcategory.
That's the dupe where we feel
Kind of like a bait and switch.
taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to get listed on premium. Like, that was what I understood.
Yeah.
And this guy's saying, no, we're only doing the white glove.
Yeah.
So if it's my fault and I was able to convince everybody to be on my ship,
Yeah.
and now we hit the iceberg, then oops.
Yeah. What, are you JP Morgan?
I mean, we're financing this
Actually,
shit.
no, you're Strauss, and they're fucking JP Morgan, huh? I think that'd be more appropriate analogy.
But we're financing this.
Oh, you're financing. Oh, fair enough. Well, there's some analogies.
Yeah, we're making jokes.
It's not, we're not
not-
saying
it's
it's
not
a
pure-
perfect
Pure
fit.
point.
Yeah. We're not saying it's a perfect fit. We're not touching on subjects that we probably shouldn't touch on. No, just kidding. We'll get to that later.
Talking about pizza.
Well, that's disappointing. I was disappointed too. Their email, the first one was, I don't know, it was disappointing because I felt like for what you paid for,
Yeah.
it's like what are you really getting? I
Yeah.
think you just paid really a lot of money for
So,
the
I mean,
pictures.
Yeah. The problem becomes that they don't believe that the car is worth 6 figures. That's really what it comes down to. And I don't think it is. Like,
Yeah, it's fair.
realistically, it really shouldn't be. It's not to say that it can't, but
Yeah.
that's not the market. That's not what the current market dictates.
Yeah.
So, because of that, that's why I think they made that decision.
Yeah.
So they went off the market. So there's.
I mean, I get it. It's fair, but I feel like.
So I think, I mean, what I'm saying is, had we had, a Ferrari
Yeah.
that had low mileage,
Yeah.
rare, unique, has some history,
Yeah.
then more than likely, this would have allowed us to get in to that, because it is that category that they're talking about.
Yeah.
6 figures.
That's interesting.
3 for 3. Yes, bring it.
No. Special guest on the pod, friend of the pod.
Sourdough. Jessica's handing us
Thank you.
freshly made sourdough.
We're gonna do a live review here. First ever.
Live taste test.
First ever.
on camera.
We gotta do smell test first. It smells like
Everybody
sourdough.
knows the rules.
Everybody knows the rules. One bite.
One
Everybody knows the rules. It smells like sourdough. The texture firm, Very firm.
It is.
But
it's soft.
firm on the outside, soft on the inside. There's
Very-
that has that
very
flaky crust.
supple.
All
Supple.
right, let's take a bite. Let's hear.
Soft. Sourdough.
Oh yeah.
That tastes amazing.
That's really good. Fantastic work.
Love your work.
Did you made sourdough not that long ago, right?
Yes.
I saw it last week, and I almost asked for a piece, but I didn't.
Oh, you should have.
I should have.
I
It was late, and I just don't want to be a dick and walk around all late. It was late.
It's a free for all. If it's on the table, it's a free for all.
Fair enough. It's damn good.
I'm working on it, so I'll get you a loaf going.
Thank you. Yeah, for real. I love sourdough. It's low on the GI-GL scale for bread.
Good for you.
Yeah, sourdough's good for you because it has what's fermented, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's handmade too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. This is the first time we've ever eaten anything on the pod. You couldn't see it. Oh, I'm actually looking at my camera, so I don't know what the fuck you look like. Oh, there you go. Not working.
And for OnlyFans.
There's a YouTube page called OnlyPants. You ever hear about this?
No.
So there's this chick. She has her OnlyPants page, and it's basically like it's a cooking channel. And she's like, she always opens the show. Hey, you guys, horngry babe. So all of her cooking videos are laced with sexual
we need
innuendos.
a gimmick, bro.
We do need a gimmick. But I mean, that's her gimmick. So she goes, oh, you horngry babes. Let's make some pasta, some creamy pasta.
How hot
This
is she?
pasta will blow my load. She probably could have an OnlyFans too.
She probably does.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I will say I'm okay. I won't say she's like a complete stunner, but she's cute for
Maria
sure.
Teresa.
Huh?
Maria Teresa.
Who's that?
The saint?
Oh yeah, probably maybe up there with her.
Saint Teresa?
Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Maria.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her name. That was her first name. Is that
think
why?
so.
Is that why all my relatives are named Maria?
It's complicated.
It's complicated. No,
Virgin births, it's really complicated.
but yeah. We're not gonna get into that today. That's for another episode. You send this shotgun flurry of information at me. I'm just like, I can do one a week,
Coming in hot.
No, but her OnlyPants page is pretty good, and she's a pretty good chef. But she makes some pretty interesting dishes, I think. What I've realized about all this YouTube cooking stuff, I watch it enough that I've been able to actually learn some of the concepts behind the cooking, right? Like why you would do certain things, or making, like I feel like I've been pretty good at making sauces recently. I've made some pretty good sauces, and I've been making my own chimichurri sauce. I've been making my own pan sauces with different flavors. I'll try different things.
Yeah.
Like Worcestershire is a good one. I've been trying shit with balsamic. I don't know. I've just been having fun. And to credit where credit's due, I think a lot of it is because I'm watching these creators, and I think I think they add something of value. There's some actually pretty good cooking channels out there that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But man, what a day for the car though, huh? I will say though, jumping back to the car a little bit,
Sure.
you got your first bid within just a short amount of time of it being posted. I think that's exciting.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not where it needs to be,
Yeah.
but you got to get there before you get anywhere else, right?
Yeah, no, you need to start. So somebody started it. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm excited. I mean, either way, hopefully it works out. And it sounds like on the email, the second follow-up email Roland sent, is that the final day is the most important day.
No, of course. It always is.
Gotcha.
And I know that. But
Now, comparing to the Fiat, the one you previously sold on BAT,
yeah.
bring a trailer.
Right.
What was the frequency of bids? Was it kind of like this, hey, first bid came first day and then slowly trickled up?
Yeah, there was maybe like we'd have to check, but I think there was like an early bid, within the first day,
Yeah.
a couple $1,000, I think, and then it just sat there.
Yeah.
And then I think day of the auction, the bids started at like $8,000,
Yeah.
and we were like, we're fried,
Toasted.
filleted, and cooked.
Yeah. You put like a bread and toaster on the level 7 setting.
Full power.
We're not talking about these modern day toasters. We're talking about toasters
That
back
don't
in
have
the 80s.
sensors.
Yeah. Oh, you want full power? Your bread's gonna look like
It's eviscerated.
it's gonna be eviscerated. I was there. I had a lot of options of where I wanted to go from there, but I did not.
Do it.
No,
do it.
I did not.
Give us 2 more options.
There's no previews on that one. So, but you were toasted. That's what you felt like.
ovens.
That's what you felt. I didn't. I said toaster. It's not. We're not going there. So I
Think about the shoes, Brian.
I want to point out though that you made a very good analogy earlier. Is that when these auctions go live, it's like doing anything, like a performance. That there's a little bit of anxiety prior to a
there's
start.
jitters.
I mean, and more so, I think, than a performance because you guys have a lot invested in this.
Yeah.
And especially with now that you have the little, the fucking, what do they call that? The little curveball that they threw at you and are not willing to rectify. But, that's kind of disingenuous too on their part. I think it seems to me that was never explicitly made clear. Like, hey, by the way, you're paying for the white glove service. This does not ensure premium listing status. That should be the first thing they fucking tell you.
Right.
And then you'd be like, now you can make a educated decision if, hey, do I want to pay this extra money, or can I do a lot of this other work myself?
Yeah.
And promote it myself?
No, they'll promote it. They just won't promote it as much. So I mean, what we are getting right is that we will be featured on their website. We will be featured
Yeah.
on their Instagram page.
Yeah.
More,
On their Pornhub?
basically.
Nice.
And thousands, hundreds of thousands of people will see it.
Yeah.
Now, how many people that ends up getting onto a click
Yeah.
to watch the listing, and how
Yeah.
many people does that get to actually bid?
Yeah.
It's a whole nother thing. But
Yeah. I remember hearing a statistic with flyers years ago, and it's probably way less for physical flyers now, but for every 10 flyers you pass out,
Yeah.
you expect maybe one to actually look at it and maybe respond to it. And
For
it's probably
bands,
less than that.
yeah.
For bands, yeah.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, probably same logic applies. I mean, we see posts all the time on social media, and you're like, no, just fucking skip right over it.
yeah,
So it was promoted, sure. It was put on your feed, but did you interact with it? And that's the question. But some percentage of people have already interacted with it, which is good.
yeah. No, it's.
I think at first glance, we had last glance had like 250 views in just a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's going to. Whoever buys it, because I know it's going to pass a reserve. Like now that I realize that it's this, like on this side.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I'm fairly confident somebody is going to buy it.
Yeah.
Question is, how far does it go?
Yeah. And are you excited for the roller coaster that it brings?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we hit reserve, we are satiated.
Yeah.
If we increase it by 10, 15, 20 grand, then we're happy.
Yeah.
We're content with that. Anything above that is just like pure gravy,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, the reserve is set at a point where I think it's
You guys break even, basically.
not even, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's good enough. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the strategy. And I thought that it would be on the premium side, which is why I came up with,
That number.
yeah.
Oh.
So that kind of sucks.
Yeah. And there's no chance now that you can raise the premium. I mean, the reserve at all.
I don't think so.
Yeah. They probably say, well, according to our policy, X, Y, and Z, Jack Dorsey's signature.
It's not Jack.
No, I know. But they're Silicon Valley, right? These guys?
It's in San Francisco.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Jack Dorsey's probably in there. Jack. Come on.
Where's
now.
Jack Ma?
We haven't seen Jack Dorsey in a while.
Where's Jack Ma? No, he is. He started another company.
What company did he start?
I don't remember the name of it, but
Probably
Another-
not as exciting as Twitter. Okay. Well, I hope it does well. Obviously, we've been watching it
it will.
since it's posted up, and I think it will too. It's a beautiful car, man. Actually, just in case, we're gonna put a link to the video and to the auction in the description. I think let's do that. What do you think? Because
It
we
might
got,
have already sold.
huh?
It might have already sold.
By the time.
By the time we.
Well, we'll
publish
put a
this.
link to the car so you
If you
can at
wanna
least see it.
Yeah, whatever, and see whatever it sold. It sold for,
Yeah.
or maybe it's in time. You never know. Yeah, stick around.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, we might publish this tomorrow. No, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. But yeah, no. So that's exciting. Hopefully, I'm sure it's gonna do well. Nice bank shot.
Definitely the double play I wanted.
Nice bank shot. Dude, you know what? You're right, man. We need some sort of gimmick. Maybe I could do like a dance.
No, not that.
That's okay. That's the kind of gimmicks I know of. But I'm not very bright when it comes to gimmicks and stuff. Actually, I'm not very bright when it comes to much. I'm just here. I exist. But yeah, so John, other than that, what's going on? You said you had a rough week. It's been a rough week. Are you able to talk about it?
No,
Oh, okay.
not on the pod.
Not on the pot. Oh, it's too deep.
Too much.
We're talking about, I mean, layer after layer deep, right?
Yeah, like the money ball.
Oh, here we go.
The money ball. There's 5 feet of shit,
There's like
and then there's.
I imagine a panel here, right? In our conversations, in the panel, there's a bunch of buttons, right? And it's like, what do we talk about today? Okay, and then I just see around this scape of buttons, they all say money on it. And where are we gonna go here? Okay, let's talk about science today. But then you click the science button and it says, and then it unreveals, it says money. No, that's all right.
And then you see Dave Chappelle come out. Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Well, so let's talk a little bit of news. I think we should talk a little bit of
Okay.
news. I think we should touch on some certain topics.
Give me another white one. White top.
White top. This is cold water here, guys. Cold water. You need it for your koozie. I got a text message. All right, let's see. I gotta see this real quick. This is important stuff here. Come on, man. This is important stuff here. Okay, beautiful. But yeah, let's touch on some news. The date of this recording is July the 11th, 2025. And some things have come to light recently that you shared with me. I think it was on the 6th. But the DOJ released a memo. Are we going there? Are you getting nervous?
No, I got a bug.
Oh,
As soon as you said DOJ, bug's just like.
there we go. I hear the drone outside. So
Isn't that weird that happened?
the bug or the drone, or both? Well, see, but the DOJ released a memo basically saying, hey, this Epstein thing, the official conclusion now is he, in fact, did kill himself. They released 11 hours of footage of the entrance to his like cell area. I didn't watch all 11 hours or anything, but they released,
AI did.
Yeah, well, AI did. And they basically concluded that he did not kill himself. Now, I know you have some thoughts about this. Let's
Wait, say that again.
What?
That he did not kill himself?
That he did kill himself.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he did not kill himself. I misspoke there.
Tread lightly, Brian.
Tread lightly. That Jeffrey Epstein, in fact, did kill himself. Correction, on the record, did kill himself, according to the official DOJ memorandum.
Sure.
Now, in the interwebs, this has caused an outcry.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone assumed, especially, I mean, let's start from this point. I think it's fair to say, unequivocally, this is fucking weird, right? I think anybody who's honest will say, hey, something isn't right about this, right? When it happened, like all these, like there's some actual good questions I think that could be asked, and were asked. And subsequently, the investigation revealed that, hey, this guy killed himself. Now, obviously, I think people are very upset because this particular narrative doesn't fit whatever beliefs that they held about it, or it doesn't answer other questions. I still think that the whole case is strange. There's still some questions that have not been answered and that need to be answered. But I don't know. It's an interesting caper, man. What do you think?
I see no evil. Hear no evil. I speak no evil.
All right. Well, on the next segment of the podcast,
I don't know. I think what we're seeing, and the journalist, right? What's his name? Patel.
Cash Patel.
Not Cash, but that's the DOJ guy.
I don't know what journalists talk about.
Who had the interview with Tucker? His name's
no, Sagar and Jetty.
Sagar.
Yeah.
He summarized it, I think, best. That what we're seeing is Top G. Remember Top G?
Top G.
From last episode?
Top G.
Top G is coming in and saying, hey, guys, signaling to everybody who is involved or just related to this whole thing.
Yeah.
I got your back.
Mm.
And I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that you guys know I got your back. That's what we're seeing. And that's what's so distasteful about it. And many, I want to say, you know, of the Republican, I don't want to say intellectual, but like,
let's just call it Podcastistan.
Not just Podcastistan. Like, there are deep academics.
Yeah.
There are deep podcasters who kind of voted for a hope of transparency.
Yeah.
And instead you're seeing this veil, like, you know, almost like the Catholics utilize, or how Biden was able to pardon 2,500 some odd people or whatever just before he's leaving. You're seeing this veil say, I got your back.
Yeah.
And it is really up against what that transparency was sold to via media, via the propaganda, via them going out to get the votes, via everything,
Mm-hmm.
all the influence. And so the same kind of opaque government that you got with Biden,
Mm-hmm.
you're now seeing those ripple effects
Mm-hmm.
with these specific cases.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the Epstein case, but it's a lot of what has to do with him, the list, P. Diddy,
Yeah.
the...
Did we talk about P. Diddy last episode?
No.
Okay.
But the connection that the lawyer, the defense attorney, is the same defense attorney for Epstein as it was Diddy.
Yeah.
The Luigi Mangione
Yeah, Mangione.
case, like how all of these things happen,
Yeah.
how we have the issues with, Ukraine, Russia,
Yeah.
Israel, Gaza, Israel, Iran,
Yeah.
and our government, our top G's
Top G's.
coercion in doing this
Yeah.
with all of these conflicts, with the added issue of what's going on here,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing being answered as
Yeah.
forcefully as it was sold to the public, because you can see clearly
Yeah.
the vice president, the president, the DOJ people,
Yeah.
attorney generals, counselors, you name it,
Yeah.
up and down. When they were trying to get the vote, this is one of the issues that they were saying. We're going to expose the JFK files,
Yeah.
the Epstein files. We're going to expose it. We're going to be transparent and
Well,
show that.
let me stop you there for a second, just to get some follow up in. My question is that if the outcome wasn't, if the outcome was anything but Epstein didn't kill himself, would the reaction been the same? Because I think no matter what, if anything that was released that contradicts what you cited academics, podcasters, journalists, especially people who believe that they were sold this promise that they were going to release all this information. If it was anything but, hey, Epstein didn't kill himself, here's the entire list of all these people, the reaction would have been the same, right? And so that leads me to question the premise in the first place, because it's not to say that they're like I opened with. For sure, there's definitely some odd things going on. I think what you said, that we just questions, hey, why are all these attorneys the same? Like, that's an interesting question. What we don't know, like, there's a lot of things that I think we fill in the gaps with because we just don't have the answer for it, and we don't have evidence to support whatever conclusion. It's all speculation, and that's the other thing. We got to be honest, right? Anything that we have, it's not based, for most part, it's not based on hard evidence. It's based on, hey, this is a weird thing, I have a question about it, and I'm going to speculate what my answer is, and based on all these circumstantial details that are around it. I don't know if that's hard evidence as much as it is trying to puzzle this thing together. But my thing is, kind of hearing the reaction, is I know for a fact that if there was any conclusion other than what the conclusion that people wanted, that it wasn't going to be well, right? And then also the other point I was going to make is the fact that missing my words here. The other point I was going to make is that you have people who, for example, like Cash Patel, like the Dan Bongino, all of these people prior to joining the administration who were actively, hey, release the Epstein files, release everything. And when they get into office, one of two things happens. Either they're coerced by all these other elements to not going into disclosure, or the other option is the evidence said, hey, what happened is what happened. And we can't release everything because some of it has to deal with like fucking kids and stuff like that. I don't think anybody who's of right mind wants to, victims to be victimized and have their pornography out there. I think anybody in the right mind would probably feel that way. Most people. I think some people would probably want it all in its visceral glory. But it's the same thing with the JFK files. As far as we know, everything has been released. And nothing in there, from at least official documents, suggests what happened. Now, does it mean there's interesting questions that haven't been answered? Sure. But I think we have to accept that those are unknowable at this point. And
most people are saying it's not unknowable.
But here goes the thing. It is unknowable. Because you and I and all of these people and these, the academics, the journalists, either all the documents are released or they're hiding more documents. We can't know that, right? But if we're gonna make claims like, hey, Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself or JFK was assassinated, based on the available evidence, we have to admit that it's all speculation. We don't have the hard evidence to say, hey, this is for sure what's going on. So I think just the thing that's interesting to me about this whole Epstein thing is the fact that this was always going to be the outcome, right? And I don't know if we should attribute to malice to incompetence, because I mean, yeah, it's some of the shit is fucking weird. Like you see the Pam Bondi, I have the Epstein files on my desk waiting for a review, and now it's being retconned to say, well, I meant the actual whole thing I'm looking at, not the client list per se, but it's like, well, what is it? Are you lying to us, or are you're being a fucking tool because you're trying to get your candidate, or you're trying to get your agenda moved forward, or you're having people trust you, the whole binder shit? Like, there's a lot of interesting questions that I wish we had the answer to. But then you'd have to buy into the premise that all these people who went in are either bought off or they found evidence that hey, what happened. Jeffrey Epstein did kill himself, or now they're part of the deep state and got sucked into that web. But the only thing it's interesting to me is to watch the layers grow. It's like now, hey, it's even deeper than we thought. And I don't know. It's just interesting to see the reaction to it.
No, it's not. It's not that complicated, bro.
But that's my question, though, and this is a serious question. If I don't think anyone who is arguing that, hey, Epstein did in fact kill himself, they can't argue from a place of hard truth and hard fact. They can argue only from a place of speculation because they have unresolved questions. I agree, man. I think the DOJ needs to come out with a full comprehensive report.
They won't.
Well, they should, right? They should come out, and I think that would. But even if they did do that, this is the other point I was making.
Just like JFK.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if they did come up with a full comprehensive report, you already know that. Nah, fuck that. I don't believe it.
The Warren Commission.
Yeah, but everybody's. Oh, I don't believe it.
Right. Because once you start understanding, like, I think here's the problem.
Okay.
When there's a cover-up, when there's something that you're trying to hide,
Yeah.
when there's, doubts,
Mm-hmm.
people feel that. People sense that. People can detect that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think it's Top G
Yeah.
doing that and trying to do it in a way so that everyone gets convinced.
Mm-hmm.
But
Everyone gets convinced of what?
whatever Top G wants you to be convinced of.
But then that already you fail at that. Not you, but they failed at that because no one's convinced. Right. Everyone believes they're lying.
Because you can only cry wolf so many times.
See, but I hear that. I hear what you're saying on that point. But again, with a lot of the conspiracy theories around so many different events, right? It's just like Alex Jones can be right on one thing and his credibility is fully established, but he can be wrong on 120 other different line items and still his credibility isn't hurt at all. I don't think anyone of who's rational or critical thinking about the government and these spaces are going to say, oh, I 100% believe everything they're saying. There is, in fact, conspiracies, right? There is things that has been done, but it's in a manner that we can prove, right? I guess my only problem is that I don't have a problem with anyone believing conspiracy theories, right? At all. People have questions all the time. Some of those questions I think are good, but you have to admit that it's not from a place of rooted in truth or fact. It's all rooted in speculation and conjecture and feelings, because I can have doubts about something, but that just because I have doubts or I have sense of doubts doesn't mean I'm right about my doubts.
Sure. But also understanding why and how humans do what they do for the incentives that are out there kind of can lead you to understand why things are happening and why you don't want to have paper trail, why you don't want to have any other information. So maybe they're being honest and saying we don't have any more information.
Yeah.
But you don't know what happened over the phone. You don't know what happened in restaurants, in garages.
That's a fair point.
So,
I agree with that. But
and wouldn't you think that at the highest of highest levels, you don't want to have everything written down?
Absolutely.
Because what matters is his story.
Yeah.
For the rest of everybody else to accept.
But here's the problem I have again with everything is that this official story, no one believes it right out of the gate. It's overwhelmingly no one believes it. Right. And everything that is done by the government, everyone says, well, I don't trust the government. No one believes it. Right. I agree with you in the sense that if you're having some secret meeting, do you want to leave a paper trail? Yes, sure. But then again, like we don't have any proof of that. It doesn't mean it. What I'm saying, I'm not saying that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself or he did kill himself. I truly don't know. But what I can see is based on what has been released is that at least from the official record, no, he did kill himself, right? I don't know what those private conversations were, but I also don't think anyone else knows what those private conversations are.
Okay.
And you have to live in speculation.
Okay. Just play the 3 scenarios out.
Okay. Scenario 1.
He's alive.
Okay.
Scenario 2. He committed suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Scenario 3. Someone else killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really the 3 scenarios.
Only 3 possible scenarios. I agree with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had a coroner, right? Professional. What's the term?
Medical examiner, coroner.
There's got to be some. I don't remember it.
Well, I think coroner is appropriate.
We know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Highly decorated, used multiple times, of the federal level kind of stuff. Like,
yeah,
we treat his word as, almost like scripture says. He has his report, and it says it looks like there was something that got him strangled.
Uh-huh.
That's his report.
Yeah.
Now you hear the DOJ saying he's completely dead.
Yeah.
By his own admission.
Yeah.
And fault. And then you have Odd Conspiracy saying, what if he is alive?
Yeah.
And we're literally having Top G.
Yeah.
To play out those scenarios, to just say A, B, or C. B happened.
Mm.
Not A. Not C.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other questions. Leave it there.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are the 3 options.
Yeah.
And there are 2 governments involved that we know are clear and connected. And we are clearly in bed with one of them as it sits.
Here we go.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so what's happening? And that's the question. And nobody's going to be clear on this because it's either one of three scenarios.
Yeah. But play it out.
But we want you
Okay.
to have and accept one. Play it out.
Yeah.
If he is alive,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Means
That means all of the work that he did
yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
Because he got everybody involved,
Yeah.
everyone connected, and everyone is on the same side, or else.
Yeah.
And that list is sacred, and nobody will know it. Job complete. Play it out in B. He's dead, but he affected all these people, but there's no list. There's no crimes.
Well, no one said there's no crimes. Let's be very clear about that. I think that's also some of the confusion about this is that I don't think the DOJ in their memo said, oh, well, he's also not guilty of anything. I think it's very clear that had he been tried, had he'd lived, whether he killed himself or he was killed, he would have absolutely been found guilty.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that.
But
and that's evidence on the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of all of these crimes, and conspirating and working in conspiracy with Jeffrey Epstein. So I think this does no one. At least no one. I am in the right mind of saying he's guilty. I just want to, or not guilty. I just want to make very, very clear.
Is she still alive?
As far as we know, yeah.
Okay.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Because mission completed.
Let me ask you this.
Because if what are the crimes? Like why are they in jail?
Yeah, I mean, a wide variety of sex crimes.
Okay.
Conspiracy, trafficking, all
Okay.
those things.
And that's the only crimes?
I mean, it's quite a bit of crimes, but it's all within that framework. Yeah.
Okay, but it nothing in there is about blackmail.
Extortion.
Blackmail, right?
Uh-huh.
Is there crimes of that? Is that a charge that stuck?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And that's why.
Okay. But
So
again,
you can
let's break it
admit-
down a little bit. Like,
you can admit that they were tried and guilty, or
Correct.
at least one of two
Yeah.
affiliated parties
Yeah.
for child trafficking.
Yeah.
So then the obvious next question is, who were they trafficking to?
Yeah.
Who, like, is there anything further than that
Yeah.
to investigate? And now all that opens up.
Here's my question then. Because again, we have to admit that everything we talk about right now is fully speculation, right? Because we have nothing to back up what we're saying. But if we're talking about that, we're talking about incentive structures, because that's what you're really hitting on, is that there's an incentive structure to protect these people who are on this supposed list. Why would Ghislaine Maxwell, in her trial, and the fact that she is, she didn't get any leeway, right? What's her incentive structure to not reveal all of these people's names? If she's going to prison forever, which it is, that's the case. If you're worried about dying, well, you're going to die in prison regardless. At some point, you're older. I don't think she cares. If again, speculation. I don't think she cares about her mortality anymore, especially knowing the facts that she's in prison for the rest of her life. So if someone kills her, whatever. What's her incentive structure for not revealing that information? If in fact it was all of these people were involved.
Or what if it was?
What do you mean?
What if it was revealed?
To the defense attorneys and all that. But here goes the thing. That's where I kind of lose on that speculation, lose that ground,
Okay.
in a sense, because if you're a defense attorney and you have this high profile client who is probably going to prison forever, I think you have every responsibility as that defense attorney to bring everything to light.
Okay.
And work with the prosecution for some sort of plea deal.
Okay.
And if that means revealing information, I just don't see how the incentive structure.
But do you want that, what's now taken out information-wise, on written record?
Potentially, yeah. If you're a defense attorney, absolutely, you want it on written record.
But if you're now dealing with a list
Mm-hmm.
that has potentially presidents, high executives,
Absolutely.
highest in education.
But that's what I'm saying, because we're talking about incentives. What's Ghislaine Maxwell's
that is-
incentive for not revealing that stuff? You have to answer that question. I mean, not you, but in general. I
will.
think that's an important point.
So, is she? Who is? Where is her citizenship? I'd like to know that. I don't know that.
I believe she was a U.S. citizen and also from the I think she had dual citizenship, UK, U.S. I could be wrong on that.
Okay.
But she's from the UK.
Okay. And are you familiar with like the family Maxwell?
That I'm not. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. That's, I think, important to note. But I know there's an American Jewish connection there.
Mm-hmm.
That's undoubtedly probably the biggest elephant in this whole room.
Are you saying her dad was some sort of Mossad operation, right?
And so when you're taught to be a spy.
But see, no. I'm going to stop you there because I think if you speculate and you make these connections, oh, well, her dad has some sort of Mossad connection, therefore she's a spy. You can't, in all honesty, dude, you can't make that connection and meaningfully make that connection that she's a spy. Right?
Okay. But isn't that what Jeffrey is connected with?
There's a lot of conspiracy around that,
No,
sure.
there is a connection.
Okay.
There is a connection.
What is the connection?
He worked for them.
For who?
For Mossad.
And we know that factually. Or is it
Yeah,
conspiracy?
factually.
Okay. I have to
Just
look it up
like
'cause I just
factually-
I don't know.
We also know that he was a university professor at Harvard for
Mhm.
mathematics. And then factually becomes a hedge fund manager. And then ends up managing Maxwell's money.
Mm-hmm.
And they're connected. And there is a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Properties given. Investments are given.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that incentive, right? And what is the greater
Fair.
What would be the greater incentive if you're putting on that spy hat? Cuz put on the spy hat,
Yeah.
cuz that's another one of these areas of conspiracy.
Yeah.
So what is that? What does that actually look like?
Well, I mean, if you're asserting that she's a spy, right? Which I think that's what it is.
No.
Right?
What I'm saying is she was a tool.
Okay. If you're
for,
saying
hold on.
Okay.
So you can get it.
Yeah.
She was a tool for the spies
Mm-hmm.
to work, who, if she doesn't have that connection with the citizenship in Israel,
Yeah.
that's no different than the translator for Shohei Ohtani. Who takes the fall? She does.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have proof that she's the one. She's not the ball player. She was just the one in the middle. And so what's her sentence? Life.
Yeah.
But if there is a connection,
Yeah.
then what is her ultimate thing? I'm not going to give up anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're a prisoner of war, are you told to give up information?
No.
You die with it. But what if she thought, if I give this information, I won't be killed. I'll be left alone.
To
To be
rot
in a- to
and
be in
die
a prison. Because then again, it's the same gamble. Maybe she is dead. Maybe she's free. Or maybe she is rotting in a prison.
Yeah.
Because it's not like we have a camera
Yeah.
that is live streaming this 24/7.
Yeah, but we don't have cameras live streaming anywhere. I mean,
know.
So
So,
okay.
but
okay.
that's
I'll let you finish.
that's the problem, right? Because now that there is this capability of creating a veil,
Yeah.
there is this other veil between attorneys and clients and trying
Yeah.
to make deals. that exists. That world has to exist. And when you're talking about something at the level of espionage,
Yeah.
that's definitely one of the cards that gets played.
For sure.
And so if there is a connection between Maxwell
Yeah.
and Epstein, now, I think it's important for you to understand Maxwell owned something very important.
What is Maxwell?
He owned something that was called Pergamon Press. Have you ever heard of it?
That name is familiar, yeah.
It was the press. If you were an educator
Yeah.
at the highest level, trying to get your education papers published so that then you can get access to funding.
Yeah.
So this was the medium to find the highest intellectuals.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey, holding events, would invite some of these participants from Maxwell's editorial book, Pergamon Press.
Yeah.
So these are your MIT professors, your Harvard professors, your Berkeley professors, your UC Davis, you name it.
Yeah.
MIT, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I can keep going of all the names, right? And they're all included into that bunch.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also Maxwell's connection to him owning Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie and Finch, clothing companies, which now gives them access to models. And the next issue is Epstein getting the money from Harvard to then become a hedge fund manager, to then buy the biggest piece of real estate in New York City and convert it into a house, to get other properties from other people donated to him. Is that collateral? Is that just, I'm giving this to you so that this is hush money? There's so much speculation around that.
Yeah.
That it's not clear.
Yeah.
And it's not clear how Jeffrey really got his start from just being a math professor to being a hedge fund manager.
Yeah.
There's an insert of capital from somewhere. It's not very clear from where. There's not a paper trail.
Yeah.
But it shows up and it happens. And there's an undeniable connection. Are you ready for this curveball?
Hit me.
Between Trump and Epstein.
Yeah.
Because Trump wants to break into Manhattan real estate. His father made all his money in Brooklyn. Trump wants to break in. How does he break in? He needs access to banks.
Yeah.
He needs access to a lot of capital. He needs to buy something important. So what's the first building that Trump goes after when he's Mr. Real Estate Mogul? Do you know?
I don't remember.
It's the Palace Hotel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's so famous about the Palace Hotel and the FBI director?
That I don't know.
This is a conspiracy.
There's always conspiracies, man.
This is a conspiracy that at the Palace Hotel, they had cameras where they caught and blackmailed the first director of the FBI.
Oh, J. Edgar Hoover.
Where they're telling him, we know you're gay. We know what you like. We have pictures and proof.
Yeah.
That's the Palace Hotel. And they are the ones that host the elite, the rich of New York from 1920 all the way to the 60s. And that's when Trump starts getting interested in the late 70s. I want to buy that hotel. And so who gives him the connection to go get the money to get that bank, to get that building rather, to the bank? Epstein. And who does Epstein introduce Trump to? Deutsche Bank. Do you see how this is connecting?
I could see a connection, yeah.
And that's how Trump gets started in his real estate. And all of his subsequent properties all have this old historic connection to either the mob, espionage, surveillance. There's all this weariness around these buildings that he's purchasing. Why? And he's buddy-buddy with Epstein. while this is happening. That is the thing that has to get solved and answered, but there's no written record on it.
Here's the problem, though. Say it is solved. Say it is answered. But if it's not answered in a sufficient way, in the right answer, everyone's going to... You already know, John. I don't think you would believe it. I don't think all these podcasters would believe it. No one would believe it. Period. So it's like that's, I think, the problem. I don't disagree with what you're saying. I think, yeah, there's definitely an interesting connection there with Trump and Epstein. Absolutely.
Trump goes on to get America's pageant.
Sure. No. Again, the connection is there. I don't think no one is denying that. But you said it yourself that there's questions here that we need answered, or that they're unanswered rather. But
And they can't be answered.
They can't be answered
because there's no written record on it.
But again, even if those questions were answered, that's the problem I have. Because sure, did Epstein and Trump have this really intricate business connection? Absolutely. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, right? I think you've laid out a very compelling case that, hey, this is true. But does that imply that Epstein or Trump, or I mean not Epstein, but does it imply Trump is now fucking trafficking underage girls? Because that's where the next...
I know,
I'm not saying that's what you said, but that's where the speculation will inevitably lead, right? Because if now we say that Epstein had a connection, which it sounds like, I'm sure he did, had a connection with all these other people...
Because it's not just Trump.
No, of course. If you're saying he had a connection with all these other people, the conclusion ends, right? That these are people who are now engaged in this fucking global trafficking ring. That's where it ends, though, right?
Not quite.
Okay, no, but I'm saying that's the logical conclusion I think that most people will come to, right?
Not quite.
Okay.
Bio break.
Let's do it.
It's Wexner, who you need to connect with Epstein.
Okay.
Do you know Wexner?
Name's familiar. I don't know off the top of my head. I know I've heard that name before.
But same thing. Another guy who got in, started Victoria's Secret, then brought in Maxwell. Maxwell is a guy who, I think from Czechoslovakia, immigrates into England and becomes one of the most decorated military people there. Then gets connected to Israel and helps broker deals to make moves.
Yeah.
Between England, Israel, Zionism, and these rich elite who own these clothing companies who have access to the powerful, the rich, models. And that's where this thing gets connected. Realize, Brian, that Cuba was another place for blackmail. And that's where it served its purpose for the U.S.
Yeah.
Dirty work. We wanted to pick up blackmail on people. We just see what they did in Cuba.
Yeah.
So why do you think we have Guantanamo Bay?
Talk to me.
I mean, that's what this is.
Yeah.
So it's an extension of that. Right? And where this conspiracy comes from is because Israel is forming itself and it needs to defend itself and it needs a partner. But it doesn't want to just be a partner. It wants to be able to rule over that partner to say, when I have something, I need your help.
Yeah.
And so blackmail is a tool for getting what you want. And to say that top G's don't do that. No. Top G's do that.
Again, I think maybe we're getting... My position is not that I think that this didn't or didn't happen. My position is basically I just don't know, right? Because I agree with you. A lot of what you say in the sense that, hey, blackmail is obviously a tool. These are weird connections. What's the answer to these connections, right?
I'm just
I think-
poking and prodding.
No, same. And I think that's
Not accusing.
that's a fair.
I'm not accusing anyone of anything.
I think that's a fair point. I guess we're not so much with you in our conversation, but more or less with the broader conversation, is that even if you had evidence of such that maybe something was totally how it seems on face value, no one's going to believe it, right? And I think, to me, that's fine. Like, everyone's entitled to whatever beliefs they want to have on a particular subject. Anyone can ask whatever questions they want about a particular subject. But to say that my belief is true, and to not admit that, hey, I really don't know, I'm just asking these questions, and not admitting that the speculation and parroting it as fact. Like, yeah, there's some factual basis, right? The connections you're talking about in the New York real estate world. Absolutely. There obviously is some sort of paper trail for that, because we know that this happen, right? Yeah. Now, what the private conversations were on telephones or in restaurants,
yeah,
no one's going to know about that. No one knows what our private conversations are, as they probably shouldn't.
Right. Just like they famously asked Zuckerberg, do you want everyone to know, like, who are the last couple of people that you messaged, or what hotel are you staying in? Absolutely,
right? I mean, there is a level of privacy that are afforded to them as people that are afforded to us as people, right? Now, obviously, their conversations are going to be a lot different than you and me and the general people, especially when power and money is involved.
Right.
There's no doubt about that. But again, the only problem I have is parroting something as fact and with absolute certainty, without admitting that, hey, none of this, we don't know, right? I can appreciate your honest take and say, hey, I'm just asking, this is the connections. Here is what we do know factually. Right. This is why it's interesting. And these connections ultimately, lead me to have some questions.
Just to leave the silver bullet
yeah,
to rest, because that was one of the obvious things with JFK. JFK was pushing and prodding against the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
He signed executive orders to basically revoke their power, to create their own market. And then I think after that signature, 3 months later is when he's assassinated. And then the other one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, these are facts.
Yeah.
And as soon as LBJ gets into office, that's the first thing he signs off on and says, nope, we're reverting that.
Yeah.
So that is a fact. The other one being with JFK, he's poking and prodding against Israel, saying, you need to join the nuclear program. And their first prime minister resigns.
Yeah.
And then this guy's dead.
Also, the
New
CIA.
Administration.
Right.
New administration comes in. We don't have to play by his rules, and we don't have to listen to what he says. And this is LBJ.
Yeah.
No more questions. We're done.
But also the CIA too, right? But that's like, you can go down the list of all these things that happen, but it's just, I can't say with confidence that I know something to be true when I don't know if it's true. I can say, hey man, this is an odd situation.
Just like how.
So CIA. Let's go with an example, right? The CIA said was the planner of the botched operation, the Bay of Pigs, and it made JFK look completely terrible, like an idiot. And he not only publicly stated he wanted to dismantle the CIA, he was looking at actually dismantling the CIA. Right. So did the CIA kill JFK? Did Israel kill JFK? Did the Federal Reserve kill JFK? Like, there's obviously all these connections, but my problem isn't that the fact that these conspiracy theories are, out there, and that these are questions that people have that are good questions, but not all of them questions are good, by the way. There's some very out there stuff, but to just be disingenuous and say, hey, this is what happened, and I know, but when it's based on illogical fallacies and maybe half truths or interesting questions, that's my problem. It's not so much that I'm open to wherever wherever it guides me, right? I have my own beliefs about certain things.
So I mean, here's the next question of like, where's the truth? Okay.
Yeah.
What actually happened with Trump's attempted assassination attempt?
Which one? Both. I mean, well,
we don't have enough information on the first shooter who shot, and then the next guy who didn't get to shoot, but so we don't know what happened there either.
Yeah.
And none of that's clear.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think if you were, king or reign supreme, that you'd want to know what actually happened? Or is this just now putting into question all of it?
Like if it happened or not?
All of it. Everything. Because
I don't know.
Their stance is no different than how their stance is currently. And so we'll just wait.
Here goes the thing. I think it's a wait and see especially on those cases, because here's the reality. And any complex shooting investigation, those shooting investigations take a lot of time. And now I think the administration would probably benefit from being more transparent. I haven't, to be completely honest with you, I haven't seen what was publicly released and what information hasn't been released, or the questions surrounding that. But at the same token, understanding that, hey, these investigations are complicated, and they do take time. I think before we delve off into like, oh, this is, part of the deep state or whatever the case may be, I think you got to give them some time to work it out, because the shootings were less than a year ago, right? So I just let it play out before you jump
That's
to
fair.
anything. Yeah.
But there are still going to be questions that.
But see, the thing,
even the left, right? The left are going to say this was something that was planned to make it look like Trump was getting shot at, but they knew he wasn't going to die. Just get this kid to take the fall.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of eyewitnesses from around contemporaneous witnesses that were there that saw
people died.
Yeah, 100%.
But
no, I'm not saying just about people died, but seeing the shooter, a police officer had contact with the shooter prior to the shooting, like all these things.
Huh? Time to eat? Oh.
Well, on that note, I think we probably should, because I got to get going soon anyways.
Okay.
But I'm going to take off. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, though. I always appreciate it. I appreciate it. But on that note, I think...
Shots fired.
Yeah.
My ear. Fight.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of close.
It was the left who planned it. The plan was from the left.
Yeah. I mean, just to kind of close, I mean, the images that came out were for sure, like, iconic images, right?
January 7th.
I mean,
January
6th. Come on, get
October
it right,
October 7th.
But I mean, it's all wait and tell, dude. I just think and my position is always been and will always be
preemptive strikes.
You have to take everything with a measured approach, and so certain things. The
shooter wasn't a measured approach. He missed.
Wow, this is a terrible shot. 100 yards is not too bad. No, but I think ultimately, dude, you just have to, at least for me, my point of view has always been, I'm willing to go wherever it takes me, right? If something tells me I get new information that I was completely wrong about something, I'm okay with that. Like I want to be wrong about things, because it means I'm closer to whatever truth I'm looking for, right? Whether it was in dispelling or disproving a prior held belief, or giving me new information. Like, all of that's good.
Right.
I just think my problem is with the current media structure. We're talking about incentive structure. It's totally incentivized to be fucking mad about everything, to pretend everything, and and not have any grain of humility about a certain subject. Because the reality is none of us truly know what we don't know, right? There are private conversations. There is realities on the ground that likely exist based on human nature.
And if you're on that list, you're safe.
If you're on that list, you're safe, apparently. But yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope, a full comprehensive report comes out. I think that would be helpful.
It won't.
But yeah, who knows?
And even if it does,
yeah, no one's gonna believe it anyways.
Be questions.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, who knows?
Just it's no different. That's how I see it. It's no different than from when King Constantine said, "No, we're gonna make a republic. And we're gonna burn all the books so that nobody knows the truth. The only truth is my truth, and my church will reign supreme."
Oh.
So we burn Alexandria. So nobody knows the past. Only my future. What I want you to know.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. That's how I see it. It's no different. It's
Yeah.
no different.
It's human nature, baby.
So, that's it.
It's a good analogy. I think that's a good analogy to close on. I like that one. All right. Well, John, pleasant conversation. We've had a good day together. Yeah. A shotgun flurry of information as always. It's like a Neo and shit. With that said, thanks for. I realize I've been out of frame since probably we got back. Not totally out of frame, just partially.
That's fun.
Hey, listen, thank you for joining the Below Trees podcast. If you made it to this point of the conversation, you're awesome. And you're awesome even if you only listen to the first 5 seconds. I appreciate you watching regardless. So thank you for tuning in. Check us out on Instagram and YouTube. We have a lot of great content up there for you to peruse.
Instagram?
Yeah, Collective 138 Instagram. You have a Collective 138 Instagram.
I was like, we don't have an Instagram.
Below the tree, we have the collective138.com and our corresponding Instagram, and then obviously all of our amazing content.
Next, we're gonna go on Rumble.
Yeah,
we're gonna go on Truth Social.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I don't know about that. I don't want to make promises. I can't
AOL.
commit. Yeah.
AIM.
Hey. Yeah, we're gonna be on
We're rolling
AOL,
hot.
Instant Messenger.
AM/FM radio.
Is AIM still around? You remember those days?
Apparently.
That's
We got
crazy.
some walkie-talkies we could do.
We're gonna get some walkie-talkies
50-mile Rangers.
for our future video shoots. But with that said,
I'm closing it.
thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. This is Below Trees Podcast. Quick opening and action. Hello, welcome to the
Welcome to
and